was like, yeah, let's just get rid of it all.
So we're going for a skin fade on the back and side. I'm going to start with a grade 1.5, and I'm literally just going to go around the edges, setting up my first guideline. What next I'm going to do is close my clippers lever all the way through so it's completely zero, and I'm going to set my first guideline below the temple, just below the temple here. Come on the same side, just below the temple, start my guideline. I'm going to use my trimmers to go over that zero line to get it down even shorter, and I'm going to flick out right as I meet the guideline. So clippers create zero lines, trimmers create double zero lines, and then the foil shavers create the skin lines. So after we've done this, we're going to go with the foil shaver and get right down to the skin. So now I'm going to come in with my foil shavers, and I'm just going to flick out. This gets it down to the skin. The next step is to create a 0.5 line. So how I'm going to do that is open my lever all the way open, and I'm literally just going to create a 1 finger length guideline with this. I'm going to close it halfway, 2 clicks, and then I'm going to go up and over, going halfway from the top, and I'm going to close it again. This time this is now fully closed, back down to 0, and I'm just going to do a little bit of a touch up, any last bit of hair. I'm going to do the same from the back. Now I'm going to go back to my 1.5 guard which I used before, and this time I'm going to have the lever closed. Last time I had the lever open as I was debulking. Close the lever, and I'm going to go to the end of my fade. Now we've created a guideline just here, as you can see in the middle. What we're going to use is we're going to use a grade 1, clip it in, and we're going to close the lever all the way, and then we're literally just going to go up and over halfway from the top, and we're going to fade this line in. Next thing, I'm going to go back with my trimmers. I'm going to do work on the outline before I touch up any last bit of touches on the fade. So we're going to do the temple area first. This is just this corner. And I'm literally just using the corner of my blade like a pencil to draw a line, that curvature. If you want, you can stretch the skin. So that's the temples done. Now we want to work on a shape up at the front. As you can see, he's got multiple cow's legs. So what we're going to do is debulk all this area. So we've already done a grade 4 on top. We're going to go with a grade 2. We're going to use a grade 2, put it on the clipper, and we're going to go upside down, going downwards to get rid of any of the lever flows. Now when it comes to creating the shape up, this is your longest point and the corners are going to be your shortest point. So you want to create a nice straight line, this being the longest, this being the shortest, connect it all together. I'm going to use my trimmers to work on the outline again, and I'm going to do the corners. Just going up in a straight line. Just from where the temple ends, I'm just going to go up in a straight line. And that's the long point, so we're going to start here, and then we're going to work. To meet the corners. We're going to come around the other side, same thing. To the temples again, and that's where the temple ends. So we're going to start our guide line from there, and literally just go straight up. So that's the end point, so we're going to start there. Down, 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 press down. People think Buzzcut is simple, but it's not. There's so much detail that goes into it. I'm going to go ahead and wet the hair. Not fully, just a little bit. Then I'm going to go in with my grade 4 once again and get rid of any bits, any hair that was sticking to the scalp. When you wet the hair, all the hair should stand back up. I'm going to use the mirror to see if there's any lines that I've left. And I'm going to use my guard, 0.5 guard on the wall clippers. Just fade out any little lines that I see, any dark spots that I see. Using guard 2 to transition between the guard 4 on top. Right, that's the haircut done. Now we're gonna make it even sharper with a razor. Come in with my cutthroat razor, and I'm literally just gonna line up the edges, making them as sharp as possible. And stretch the skin up, and then go down, up, down. If you're a barber and you have a haircut booked in and you can see someone has a beard, if they go without you doing anything to the beard, go home. It takes you 1 minute to literally just touch up the cheeks or the sides to make sure they look good. They're gonna come back for life after that. So spend an extra minute and just touch up the beard, even if it's not booked in. It'll take you a minute. So I'm raising the neck and the side of his hair. I'm gonna finish up by saying, if you've gone this far, you might as well subscribe. If you got this far to the video, and my goal is to post lots of haircut educational content and post lifestyle content. And you can watch my previous video of how the journey was to start a studio. Been here for about 1.5 years now, and it's the best decision that I ever made in my life. Taking the risk, getting the keys to a premises where I could cut hair in my own time, on my own schedule, be my own boss. So if you're a new barber, you should strive for that goal of getting your own place one day. If you're a completely new barber, then I would recommend spending good 3 years in a shop, just so you can learn everything. Different haircuts, different styles, intensity, what it takes to be a barber. Because you have to work with time as well as walk-ins, you don't know who you're gonna get. That is the final product. Say your line.
Subscribe to Gul and Barber.